Morning guys, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and Gunzo, who's sniffing all over the place. He's got a pinch collar on today, mainly because I need to teach him to stop pulling. But what we're after now is to keep building our relationship and then get him into some confidence building. Some of this you have to flood the dog. Basically, you got to kind of force the issue, get him through it as quickly as you can using food and a lot of kindness. But I don't just keep asking him to jump on that table, and when he does it, I give up. I kind of pull him up until he finally accepts it, and then we go from there, right? So let's see what we got here. Come on. Now, I just did one earlier, and he did it. Yes, good boy, good. So again, 2 and 2 adds up to 4. We got to teach him what gets him the win. Good boy, good. Right now he's touching it for the first time. Actually, this is the second time. But this is the sort of thing I'll do now. Our training sessions will all add up to this, and then I'll start building some confidence and adding structure, meaning that when this happens, right? 2 and 2 always adds up to 4. You give him that consistency, and from that comes confidence by virtue he understands what you're trying to get out of him. You don't let the dog just kind of be in a nut running around, and people don't realize that. These are pattern sets, okay? Think about it. It's pattern sets. How I treat him and what I do is consistently all the same. Look at that. Right when he touched it, he got food, right? And I'll just keep asking more and more and getting a little bit more out of him until he finally grows some confidence based on our relationship structure and agility and the jumping. You think this is nothing. It is. When a dog doesn't have it in their brain, they don't have confidence. Notice I'm grabbing his jowl. It's the way I'm petting. I'm doing this stuff on purpose for a reason, and you guys may not see it. So I stopped and, good boy, good, there you go, good. This is great. This is going to be a good another session. We'll end it. I'll do a little bit of the muzzle into his face, and we'll end it on short and sweet. Remember, it's a lot better to work a dog very short and sweet. The same things, teach him where the answer comes from, right? 2 and 2 always adds up to 4. You put your feet up there, you come, there's the food, right? It's always consistency in what you're asking the dog to do. There it is, okay? Right away, timing, right away he gets it, okay? We're building our trust, we're building our relationship. I'm doing this to desensitize him with me till he gets so used to it that he doesn't care about me loving him and hugging on him, right? Yep, it's relationship, it's structure. It's a lot of things in trying to balance the dog's brain because he's been frantic and all over the place because his owners didn't know any better. It's not their fault. They don't have the experience I do. But we can teach them. They can learn if they want to. And it's real important with a dog like this. You want to save him. It's more than just going through the training. You have to get involved. Trying to get him to put his feet on this. Good. Easy. Easy. Good, easy. Same thing I did with Dobie, trying to get him to use his teeth. Easy. His tongue instead of his teeth, okay? Good boy, good. So little baby steps and we'll get there. We'll be done in over no time. Good boy, good. There you go. Hup, hup. There you go. Good boy, that's good. And then he builds trust on what I'm asking him to do, and he knows that's going to add up to the same answer. This hand, going out like this, the target hand, is his first thing, right? Out, easy. A little too aggressive with the food. But we'll get there, right? We got to get his brain to calm down with the work. It'll come together. This dog's got all kinds of potential. My main worry right now is I'm trying to emphasize to you guys how important it is that you get involved, you learn, and you grow. I can't give you my 30 years experience, but you can learn it. You can do it if you want it. Get off the fucking couch. Put the work in. Learn. Take advantage of the trainer that you're working with. There's trainers out there, I just saw it, this is what got me going on this whole subject. I saw Larry Crohn's hitting a video, and he was talking about the human factor. He didn't say human factor, but that's what he's talking about. How important the human factor is. The dog's easy to me. I've been doing this for years. The dog's a piece of cake. It's the owner that matters. It's their environment, their structure, how they form it, how they put it together that's gonna work for them or not work for them. Dog is not a robot. When you go out looking for a trainer, stop thinking that you're going to pay him and your dog's going to come back and be perfect. It's not. It's you. You're going to matter for the longevity of that relationship. What you put into it is what you get out of it. Remember that, all right? Very important. And I'm on this because this is the second biting dog that I've had, and then when I heard Larry's video talking about this, he's so right. And it's something that I live for. In other words, I live by abiding by those rules when I work with my customers. I have the same attitude. And every good trainer that I've ever had has that same attitude. You know, they're not there because they're not good because they didn't go through it. I'm trying to get him to touch these bulls. And I need to get him used to the clicker. So let's do the classical clicker stuff so I can do that. And that's what makes timing so good with a clicker. Because right when he touched that bull, instead of saying yes, I click. And it's so distinctively different than any other sound. And he registered. That means yes, right? That means I've done the right thing. So let's go ahead and do that now. Classical, nope. And I'm not going to worry about any of this other stuff. It's dominance. It's something I don't want. But if I correct him right now, I hurt our relationship. I can come to that a little later. So all I'm doing is kind of backing away from letting him get away with it, right? Good. Well, look at that. He's a smart dog. Look at how he did that. He did that behavior on his own. He went over the table to get his answer, which is the food. I've shown him that when he's on the table, he gets praise, he gets food. It's a positive place. Fun things, good things happen when you're on the table. Yes. Good boy. All right, you ready? Up, up. Yeah, yeah, go. Good boy, good. Yay, good boy, good. And then my voice tone comes together with my patterns. It's pattern sets at this point, right? Good boy, good. Up, up. Okay, so let's do the clicker. Nope, because he knows a sit. And I need to get him not to, he's spiraling up, so he's getting excited, right? I need to calm him down. How do I do that? Break. Huh? Yep, up. Good, up. Good, easy. Good, come on, come on. Yeah, yeah, go, good, easy. Easy. So calmness in my voice. Our voice tone denotes everything to the dog. They read that energy level coming from your voice. Think about your voice. When you're mad, you're mad. When you're happy, ha ha ha, there's an emotional state of mind that goes with that voice tone and with that body language every time. That's all you're doing. You're giving the dog body language, voice tone, everything that's in his world and communication. This is where the dog resides. He doesn't reside in your speech. Your words don't matter to him at all. It's body language, voice tone, and energy level coming from you and how you denote it. The energy level is nothing more than your voice tone. If I'm mad, that's an energy level, it's a negative. If I'm happy, ha ha ha, good boy, playing toys, that's all emotion. A dog is an emotional creature. And then structure, Good, you be easy, easy, good, easy. But I like what I see here, he's already picking up on negative markers. The no is just as important as the go, right? Being yes and being positive and getting all adrenalated is just as important. Down, down, yes, good boy, good. Good, this is previous behavior, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to teach him the good. There's the same things happening. This is the first good. This dog is going to learn very fast. He's very intelligent. He's already shown me that. Good. That's part of the problem. They're so smart, they're too smart for their own good. And when you've got a customer that doesn't know any better, they don't understand dog psychology and the communication of a dog like I do. Down. Good. So it's hard for them, but you'll see me. No, good, and yes. Watch what I build here. And then within that is also the confidence building with the table. That's where it all starts. Stepping on the bowls, things that he's not familiar with to make him insecure. Then I'll start taking him out in public, jumping him over tables at the park and over the benches and building that confidence. And then with that time period comes the same thing that I need more than anything else, besides building the confidence, is our relationship that comes with it. And at some point when I start feeling like I'm comfortable with it, I'll start taking him out in public and seeing what he acts like. He's going to be an idiot. He's going to have the muzzle on, but people get scared with all that noise and all that bravado. And I've got to nip in the bud and work him through it. This dog's got so much potential. But again, at the end of this training period, he goes back home. We don't want the dog to backslide and become the same old problem he was. We need to get the customer off the couch and really putting the time and the energy in. I would suggest 1 to 2 lessons a week for the first month or so, right? Learn and grow with your animal. Build your relationship with your animal that puts you into the realm of being the calm and assertive leader. And I know I'm using Caesar's words, but they make a lot of sense, right? That leadership quality is what it's all about. It's how you carry yourself. You don't need to be abusive. You don't need to be mean. All right, now we got that. Good. Sit, sit. Yeah, good boy. He didn't know it, but spatial pressure moving into him, a little bit of leash pressure, and there he is, right? All I'm trying to do now is do my classical conditioning trick. He wants to down because I've done it already a couple times. Come on. But hand in the air, click, then to his face. Hand in the air, click, then to the face. He's going to learn, click means something's coming, right? And then I'll change my time level on how long I take to deliver it. Right now it's almost immediate. As I go along, I'll stretch that time level to about probably 15, 20 seconds. Sit, sit, because we're trying to install basic understanding of classical condition. When you do this, this is what happens. And that's all classical conditioning is. Classical conditioning happens everywhere in your world and you just don't realize it. You need to start being more aware of it so you use it to your benefit in your training and your relationship with your dog. All right, so now I'm going to work with the muzzle a little bit. We did this yesterday. He's pretty good at it. So we're just going to keep this up. That becomes a behavior loop that we're going to rely on. Then I'll put the muzzle on him and do some other things. But right now, it's going to be about this muzzle. So food goes into my hand, into the little hole at the bottom, and now I'm going to ask him to stick his head right into that hole. And when he does stick his head in that hole, he'll get the food. Right? There it is. Okay? Now I'm backing up because he's going to want to come towards it. Dogs are creatures of wiring. With mostly all dogs have the same thing. Yep, come on. Good boy, good. Yes, come on. Yep. Good. I want the muzzle work more than anything. I want to end this with the muzzle. Good boy, good. Yeah, you go. Good boy, good. Yeah, you go. Notice me touching him and leaving him in there a little longer, a little longer. He's already used to wearing this, but I want to turn it into a very positive thing. A positive association that turns into a command, muzzle, that I can do that and put it on him and I can get it on his neck and on his head, right? That takes work. And after a while, we have it where I can say muzzle, put the muzzle on him, and now I can take him out in public and he'll be safe. He's not safe yet. This dog has got a long way to go. He just came in, what, 4 days ago? Good boy, good. That's my boy, good. Here you go. Nope. Good boy. So remember the main formula with dealing with aggression. Your relationship with the dog is everything to start. If you're the owner, you should already have that, but you may have a misplaced relationship. Your relationship dynamic may not be balanced and may not be in the right place. So that's important to you. You just can't love on the dog. When I say the word relationship, it doesn't mean you need to kill the dog with, oh, my little stick-ups, my little baby. You'll make yourself a neurotic mess when you do that. You got to have strength coming at a dog, right? You can't do that. There's a reason I'm yakking, guys. He's hearing all these different voice tones. You hear my strong voice tone? That's showing him I'm not going to hurt him with that voice tone. Good boy, good, yeah, you go, good boy, good, yeah, good boy. And keeping things as positive as possible, right? You see how many hot dogs I got? We're almost done. Oh, we're almost done. We are done because I got no more hot dogs. We're done. We're done. That's it. I wish I had some hot dogs to give him at the kennel. That kind of thing's important. But we've got him in the right spot. We've got him in a spot that we can build on patterns, right? Patterns, that's what matters at this point. So there's going to be a lot of this. I'll try to do this 3-4 times today until I can get them in the muzzle regular, and then I'm going to slip in the next one, which is that crate that you saw me using. I need to load them in a crate if we travel, right? These are management. So ask yourself, when you're working with a dog, how much is training, you think of training as being heel, sit down, stay, and how much of training is management tools, right? I've got a place board to put them on. I use the place board. I teach him a down stand. I work on impulse control. I teach him to stay there for longer. Why? To give him an off switch. A dog like this got so much energy. If I do everything squirrely and go out and play ball every day just because I'm trying to burn off energy, you're going to teach the dog to go crazy every time he comes out, and you're never going to have an off switch. He has to learn to relax. That's what the place board's for, right? There's the part of that whole aspect will be in our structure of our training as well, right? Good boy. All right, we're done. We're done. Yeah, hi, babies. Hi. Hi, babies. Hi. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Remember also that eye contact is real important. You notice I'm not looking at him when I'm doing that. If you're a beginner trainer and you're a kid and you don't have the instincts that I do, never put your face, and I shouldn't either. But I break the rules because I've been doing it for so many years, but never put your face in another dog's face. This dog could tear my face up if I don't do the right thing, if I don't read the dog properly. But you notice what I'm doing, I'm not looking at him. I'm looking out here. The eye contact's what's going to cause your problem because he's insecure, and it all comes from the eyes. All right, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and Gunzo signing off. Talk to you later.